Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good afternoon everybody. My name is Syafaat Rahman Musyaqqat. I come from Makassar. Now I'm studying in postgraduate program at Department of History, Universitas Indonesia. Today, this time, I'm going to present a summary of my research for this Inusharts. My research title is Tracking State Involvement in Rice Trade, Case Study of Parepare Port in Makassar Strait Area from 1933 until 1942. Why I choose about rice problem? I think no need further explanation about the importance of rice, because rice today is daily food for the most Indonesians today. Not surprisingly, if since the colonial period, rice is always faces a lot of tension from various parties, especially the state party. Encouragement of state involvement is not only because rice concern about economic issues, but also social and political issues. In the context of rice trade, colonial government tended to be involved in the rice trade from at least the early second decades of the 20th century. Although in the early 1950s, the Netherlands were recorded as still importing rice from the mainland of Southeast Asia, like Saigon. Even though at the time several areas were including rice surplus area, such as the region of Jawa, Bali, and South Sulawesi. Slowly but surely, various state involvement in the rice trade has succeeded in making Dutch in this self-sufficient area for rice in 1941. However, behind this achievement, geographical facts need further consideration. According to Adrian Balapian, Indonesia is the main sea country which is sprinkled by island. In addition, geographical diversity, especially soil fertility, encourages inter-island rice trade. Based on this viewpoint, port was an important means of realizing food security in the colonial period. In his writing, Howard Dick also mentions that interland island trade in the 1930s was dominated by rice. Therefore, here my research will explore state involvement in rice trade in the colonial period by focusing on Parepare Port in Makassar Strait Area. Need to know that besides Parepare located in Makassar Strait Area, Parepare also beyond South Sulawesi, one of the region of Dutch East Indies, which is a rice surplus area besides the region of Jawa and Bali. And then to uncover my research problem, my first article question is what are the forms of government involvement in rice trade on Parepare Port. The second question is how it affects the dynamics of Parepare Port. About method, my research will use the historical method, which consists of several stages, namely heuristics, critics, interpretation, and historiography. Primary sources will be used, that is colonial official reports like Memoir van Overhaven, Stadblad, and Statistic van Discover. Other sources That is journal, newspaper, and magazine like Economist Blad. Next about analysis. My analysis, which will be outlined in the article, will be divided into three stages. The first part, Parepare Port and its hinterland. Second part is prior to state involvement, agricultural condition and rice trade. The third part is blessing in disguise behind state involvement, becoming rice sport. From the three parts, I want to say that Parepare began to be managed by the colonial governments in 1905. Parepare also is one of the good natural port in Makassar Strait Area. Parepare position is very strategic because it's near the port of Makassar. Besides that, Parepare is also in a bay, and I think it's important to know. However, the restaurant at the Parepare port was not very developed before involvement of stage in 1933. In 1933, the government began to control restaurant in the Parepare port by closing other areas for rice import, such as Manado and Kalimantan. Besides that, the government also add a KPM schedule to transport rice and improving the quality of Parepare rice, and then government has also assigned a technician to guide the rice mill in Parepare. These various engagements have had a positive impact on the dynamics of Parepare port. This can be seen from the number of rice shipped via Parepare and also the number of ships in and out of the Parepare port. Besides that, important to know that rice from Parepare is to transport to almost all part of eastern Indonesia, such as Manado, Maluku, Kalimantan, and South Kalimantan, and even the central and the eastern Java, such as Surabaya and Semarang. In the context of Parepare port, the involvement of government has improved the rice trading system that has been going on before. This can be seen from the improvement of rice quality, packaging, transportation, and regulations such as Rice Import Ordinance in 1933. I think that's all about a summary of my research. Thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.